cat threw down. Our girl can fight.
Yeah, she could drink too, huh?
That's why I drove her home. Here she is. Rocky Tameen, what's up?
Ooh, nice shiner.
Uh-huh. You and Greasy were hitting it pretty hard last night. You get home okay?
You had a rookie till you went to the overhead.
Yeah.
In New York City, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. These are their stories.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Munch My Benson. My name is Adam. I feel like I haven't spoken in front of a microphone in ages.
Yeah, we're, God, it's been what, like 2.5 weeks since we recorded last?
It's a fucking lifetime. My wife and I got an apartment in New York City, which was, is an experience. I'm sure some of our listeners have experienced that. I don't wish it upon anybody, but, the funny thing about it was, of course, the very first place we saw was the place we ended up renting, and we walked over 30 miles after we saw that place.
Looking at places.
Mostly looking at places. And it was the only one that we went to that was like, A, well, this could work. That's kind of what we said when we walked in there.
Yeah.
And then B, the only other place that we said this could work had 10 extremely type A motivated people who were there at the same time as us looking at the same apartment. And we weren't ready to compete with those people. Like we weren't.
No.
We're not up to that speed yet. But we got one. It's nice. It's very close to a lovely park that has a dog park and to the East River. And it's a very peaceful neighborhood, so I don't have to worry about my baby and my mother-in-law when she comes to visit. So it's going to be nice. I'm excited about it.
It's a few blocks from Levan.
It is a few blocks from Levan. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. The one in Manhattan.
Yeah. Well, I think just the Upper East Side one. I think there might be one in downtown somewhere. Are you familiar with their bread? I've not been to one yet.
Their chocolate chip cookies are apparently fucking transcendent.
Oh, that's the deal. They're the cookie place. That's the deal. Yeah. Yeah, we got one of those.
I mean, they're a bakery. I don't think they're only chocolate chip cookies, but they're like
world renowned for their chocolate.
Game changing chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, but we're like super close to current Mayor de Blasio's official residence, and so if the future mayor sucks, I can go throw eggs at him for you guys. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, we got bakeries. It's a wonderful neighborhood. I'm really excited. I'm also really excited about driving a U-Haul truck there and double parking, because that's going to be a fun way to call New York home.
I can't believe you're not just doing a pod or something.
I've been pricing it out, and this option is by far the most cost effective. I'm going to get movers when we're there in New York, but getting there is the big expense. And those fucking pod people, let me tell you about these pod people. Why don't they give you the medium?
I've used pods.
I know, but they got the small size and they got the large size. I need the medium size. I don't need the large size.
The large size isn't that large.
It's really big. It's like 16 feet long. Anyways.
Yeah, if you're taking any furniture with you, you need that.
I don't. All my shit breaks down.
We moved everything here in the small one, and we only filled it halfway.
Really? Yeah. I have more stuff than room had.
Presumably.
Yeah, still. Anyways, it's a very stressful experience. My life is every day is a wild adventure. I spent today trying to get $1,600 back from the first movers that I booked, who I've decided were probably pretty shady and were probably going to break my stuff and charge me a lot extra. So that was fun, but I think I got it back. Anyways, should we talk about this SVU, or you got anything else to talk about? I've hardly watched anything of note.
Well, we did watch the last episode we recorded had Bill Pullman in it.
It sure did. Thanks for reminding me, because I fucking loved the movie that we watched for this.
Yeah. Brain Dead.
Yeah.
The 1990 Adam Simon directed Bill Pullman and Bill Paxton.
Yes.
Co-headlining this. I mean, it's a Pullman joint, but Paxton is the second billed actor in this movie.
Yeah, and he kind of Paxton kind of plays two distinct roles in it too, which is a lot of fun. You get to see Paxton flex his chops quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So Braindead was actually produced from a screenplay that Charles Beaumont wrote, who Charles Beaumont was like one of the big original Twilight Zone writers, but he died in like 67.
That's right. Yeah, the screenplay is like from the late 50s, early 60s. That's right.
Yeah. Roger Corman bought it then, and then it just sat for, like 25 years. It was
filmed at the same location as Biodome, which is a water treatment facility in Los Angeles. It's a beautiful building, but yeah.
I don't know. It's a ton of fun. I did a little background on it. So Adam Simon, or send-ups of Adam Simon, have kind of become a fixture in Inside Baseball Hollywood satires, like The Player, where he's playing himself, pitching The Graduate 2 to Buck Henry, who asks, who let Adam Simon on the lot?
Oh, that's funny.
But The Big Picture is actually loosely based on Simon's experience. The Big Picture is the Christopher Guest scripted movie.
Yeah.
And that's loosely based on Simon's experiences not directing the Stallone picture Lockup.
Interesting.
And then there are a couple other sort of references where if it's a Hollywood movie, there's an Adam Simon sort of analog in it. Anyway, did you see who the production designer on this was?
I did not, no.
It is Catherine Hardwicke, who directed 13, Lords of Dogtown, and Twilight, which, of course, featured friend of the pod, Sean McGrath.
Well, that's cool. I mean, the design was great. I mean, it had lots of...
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know how much you know about Roger Corman, but lots of directors came up working for Corman.
Roger Ebert.
Coppola, Scorsese, Ron Howard.
Yeah.
Tons of directors. But the whole thing is, it's sort of like a trial by fire film school where you have zero budget on a New World Pictures joint. And you are doing 4 jobs, and it's less than a shoestring budget that you're working with. Well, and there'll be movies where it's we have access to this, so figure a way to fit this into the movie. We have access to a decommissioned battleship.
Nice.
So make a movie about that.
Well, this one had very strong Garth Marenghi's A Dark Place vibes going on.
Yeah, for
sure. You could tell that they had seen this one when they came up with the concept for that show, because it's Pullman is mega acting quite a bit.
I mean, he's supposed to be. This is camp.
Oh, it's really
he is
fun.
supposed to be. That's the fucking scene where he implodes the dinner with George Kennedy.
Yeah.
Is amazing. Oh, also, we haven't even mentioned Bud Cort. Amazing.
Bud Cort is on fire in this movie. A unrecognizable Bud Cort from
it is wild. And then
Patricia Charbonneau.
Yes, Patricia Charbonneau is also in it, and this is the second Patricia Charbonneau movie that's been in the sort of unofficial Munch My Benson movie club
universe. Yeah.
So
it's fun. Highly recommend it. It is a kind of a different kind of film than we've been watching so far. It's not a kind of gritty urban drama. It is definitely more a fanciful medical.
Well, it's sort of in the Maniac Cop 2 vein.
Yeah, it is. It is in the Maniac Cop 2 vein. For sure. But I think we should get to this episode, Josh, because I have a sleeping child, not 15 feet. Yeah, exactly. So I just edited an episode where there was a lot of Max in it, and it could happen at any moment.
Okay, so we are watching Season 21, Episode 13, Redemption in Her Corner. We open with a FaceTime call between Liv and Barba, where he tells us he's bearded because he's going incognito in Iowa on an election fraud case. It's almost Liv's birthday, but she's going through some shit, as both Tucker and Simon have died in the past 7 episodes. Said shit means that she is not going to Kat's boxing match, but that doesn't mean Finn and Rollins won't be there. Kat stops by the gym to check in with her trainer ahead of her fight, but when she gets to his office door, the door is locked. And when someone emerges, it's a 16-year-old female boxer, Cammy, and the trainer Romeo is retying his shorts and out of breath, and says that he just popped Cammy's shoulder back in, but that Cammy must have locked the door by accident. Cammy assures Kat that nothing's going on between her and Romeo, but Kat's not convinced. Kat steps in the ring opposite 19-year-old up-and-comer Esperanza Morales and gets dropped like a sack of potatoes in the first. The next morning, Kat heads in to talk with Captain Benson, who reassures her that she too saw predators everywhere when she started on the unit. But if Kat's instincts were telling her something was off with Romeo and Cammy, that they should head over and check things out. Cammy and her grandmother tell them Romeo's great, and Cammy's life has really changed since Romeo started training her. But when asked about the shoulder, Mrs. Vega says nothing is wrong with it. Kat jumps to the conclusion that Romeo's good for grooming and probably more, but Liv tells her to slow her roll that they need to do some digging first to see what's up. They talk with Esperanza, who says Romeo ain't no perv, but that the move he told Kat to pull was meant to deliver the knockout for Esperanza. The unit briefs Carisi on their investigation when Cammy and Mrs. Vega walk in, with Cammy ready to spill on her coach. Esperanza pressed Cammy and found out that Romeo's been perping on Cammy for 2 years, and she thinks they're in love. When they get to the gym, Esperanza's screaming at Romeo and knocks him into last week, with Romeo hitting his head in the fall. Finn rides with Romeo in the Ambo, trying to get Romeo to offer himself up, but the EMT says they should shut the fuck up in her fucking vehicle. Liv and Rollins are interviewing Esperanza when Esperanza's father shows up and wants into the interview room. Kat tells him Esperanza's not a minor, so that ain't happening, and he says she should at least lawyer up, which Kat then goes in and tells Esperanza to Liv's chagrin. Esperanza asks if she needs a lawyer, to which Rollins says only if Romeo ends up pressing charges. Liv pulls Kat aside and said she's not doing anyone any good if she gets too close to the victim and can't remain objective. Then, Carisi gets Romeo arraigned in his hospital bed, but as soon as they turn their back, he fucking codes. Carisi and Rollins head to see Hadid, who tells them that their rape investigation just turned into a murder case because Esperanza's a boxer. Carisi and Rollins push back, but Hadid says it's murder, and they have to trudge through the rest of this Man 2 investigation. Liv and Kat press Esperanza for any details about a past of Romeo abusing her, but she says nothing like that happened. As the unit interviews the other people at the gym, they figure out that Romeo told Esperanza that she was damaged goods right before she put him on his ass. Carisi tells them Hadid might let her skate if they can prove abuse, and she has a good lawyer. Kat suggests they go tell her that, but Benson says that can't fucking happen because Esperanza's under arrest and they can't question her without a lawyer present. Cut to Kat talking to Esperanza without her lawyer present. She figures out that it was Esperanza's dad, Santos, who was the abuser, but when she goes back to the house to tell Carisi and Benson, Carisi flips his fucking lid because going to see her as a friend still ain't gonna fly. Kat acts like it's Carisi who's out of line, but Benson's like, nah girl, you fucked up. Benson tells Kat she can't go question Santos or do anything else on this case without her being present. Rollins and Finn go interview Santos, who insists he was a great father and that he lost his other daughter, Graciela, when she OD'd. Liv and Kat question Esperanza with her defense attorney present, and Esperanza finally gives up the goose. Gives up the... Is it give up the goose?
I think you can give up a goose. I think that's standard.
Okay. Santos used to come down the hall and rape her after their mother ditched out. When they were arguing, Romeo told Esperanza that she was just jealous because he never wanted her father's sloppy seconds. So Romeo's dead, but Graciela? She's just homeless. Kat and Finn track Graciela down at a homeless shelter, who confirms Esperanza's story, but says she'll only testify if she gets paid. They get Esperanza to get Santos to visit her in jail, and they record the whole ordeal. Santos pays off Graciela to stay quiet in the sting, and Finn and Rollins scoop up Santos outside the bodega. Kat shows up at Greenhaven with Graciela in tow to reunite the scarred sisters, and we get a dads are fucked up, so are we canceling Father's Day yet? Dick Wolf.
Agreed.
And this is the episode that drops Father's Day week.
It does. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I checked because I was like, wait, I think this is going to be about the time that Father's Day is. This is an episode that does not look too kindly upon dads.
Yeah, it's right after my son's birthday. So happy birthday, Max. And I swear I am
not going to do this.
I'm not Santos Morales. You know, it's an interesting one because I don't think the police are doing, well, SVU is doing an even halfway decent job of investigative work in this at all. And I also think that there was really good acting in it. I thought that the guest performances were really good.
Yep.
Should we just start there and then we can kind of work our way out? At least 2 of the guest performances were really good.
Yeah, Manny L. Perez is playing Esperanza Morales. She's really good in this.
She's great. She has to do a lot, and she does it well.
Yeah, she has a lot to do. She's got a lot of screen time in this episode.
Yeah.
She finished up her BFA in acting at Tisch in 2015 per her backstage profile page. She's also a personal trainer with Muay Thai experience and can do costume design and special effects makeup.
That makes sense. She looked like she knew how to fight. She could.
Yeah. I'm not sure about Kat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She's also been credited as Amanda Perez in some other shorts, which are not listed on her IMDb page. She's in upcoming horror film Fire Island with Munch alums Connor Paolo and Robert Clohessy, directed by Clohessy's son, Miles. She was in an episode apiece of Jessica Jones' She Gotta Have It, The Blacklist, Blind Spot, and Chicago PD. She was in a short about a relationship using boxing as its analog called Counterpunch, and she is the lead in a 2020 low-budget horror movie called The Unborn. There are a lot of movies called The Unborn, by the way, like 17 or something. Then we've got Clayton Cardenas, who's playing Romeo Solis. He is from West Covina. He is into meditation, crystals, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's some interview on FX's website with him, and those are things he's into. Anyway, he plays second build Angel Reyes in Mayans MC, and he had a recurring role in season 3 of American Crime. He's popped up in an episode apiece of SWAT, FBI, and Snowfall.
He plays a very convincing
creep.
Skis, yeah.
Daniel Zacapa is playing Santos Morales. He was born in Tegucigalpa, Honduras.
Yeah.
He was raised in the Bay Area, though. He used to get credited as Garrett Pearson.
Weird.
This is his second appearance on SVU. He was main cast on Resurrection Boulevard and The River, which featured Leslie Hope and Bruce Greenwood in addition to him.
He has a lot of credits going all the way back to 1978.
Yeah.
He was in Simon and Airwolf and Knight Rider. He's in a lot of stuff going back.
Yeah. He was a reporter in 15 episodes of Hill Street Blues.
Yeah.
He was in Tequila Sunrise, The Sandlot, which I fucking hate.
Yeah.
7, Up Close and Personal, The Mexican Phenomenon, and Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. He had recurring parts on Beverly Hills 90210, Nip Tuck, and 24 Legacy.
You're missing something important that he was in.
He showed up in single episodes of 6 Feet Under, Quantum Leap, The West Wing, Men of a Certain Age, DS9, Voyager, and so many other things, but they're going so far back.
There's one very important thing that he was in. One single episode of the short-lived Ice-T Star Vehicle Players.
Oh, nice.
Which was a show about 3 con men who, in order to avoid jail time, had to work with the FBI, and Ice-T was the lead in that. And I have not seen an episode of it, but
I was just looking at that for some other reason.
Yeah.
I can't remember why.
But I feel like I need to look it up. I looked it up just like an hour or two ago, so I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But it's probably on Daily Motion, so I'm going to try to figure out if we can watch this show, because people say it's not that bad from where I was looking. So
yeah.
There's
also the Exiled, that Law and Order movie. It's Noth having to basically serve time working on Staten Island.
Weird.
That's on YouTube right now. So I gotta fucking watch that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've also got Emma Caimares, who is playing Graciela Morales. She was born to a Cuban mother and a Nicaraguan father. Her mother died when she was young. She goes by her mother's maiden name now, not her father's surname. Which,
Pfeffel?
Pfeffel.
Yeah.
Probably just Pfeffel, but it's a mouthful. I get why you would go with the other one. No one can look at that last name and pronounce it with any degree of confidence.
Straight face either.
Yeah. Pfeffel? Anyway, she got her BFA in dance at SUNY Purchase. She was main cast on this season's ABC sitcom starring Kira Sedgwick, Call Your Mother.
Yeah.
She played Veruca Salt in the Broadway adaptation of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. She also writes music and has a song she cut a video for where she is also the dancer. The video for I Don't Know You is linked in the episode notes, so I won't drop it in so she gets the views or whatever. And then she was also in 2 episodes of Fosse Verdon and an episode of Flesh and Bone, which makes sense given her dance background. Then we've got Sumaya Bubal, who's playing Cami Vega.
Yeah.
She is 15 here.
Well, they don't...
It's not like peak SVU.
It's not as bad as it usually is, yeah.
She does have to say that she loves this creep.
Yeah, but she's a confused teenager saying that.
Right.
They don't have her in, like, very revealing outfits and, like, hyper...
With some fucked up second unit shot.
And they're not blaming her for roping him in with her sexual wiles like they sometimes do.
Yeah, this is very much a season 21 victim.
Yeah.
She's only 15, so she has virtually no credits. She wasn't in an episode of Mozart in the Jungle, though. I'm sure she'll have more credits after this.
She was really good, too.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, this is sort of what happens when we do a newer episode is the guest stars haven't done as much because...
Time hasn't happened.
We're getting them when they're still doing, like, guest star stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then we've got Jasmine Walker. She is playing Counselor Marame Toussaint. She got her BFA in musical theater from University of Cincinnati's College Conservatory of Music. This is her first of 2 appearances so far as SVU, but it looks like she's one of the new sort of defense attorneys that's in the mix. She was in all 4 episodes of the ABC Madoff miniseries and in 9 episodes of The Path, which is a pretty good show. She also had bit parts in episodes of Third Watch, The Good Wife, Inside Amy Schumer, Person of Interest, The Blacklist, and When They See Us. She's also appeared in quite a few stage productions on and off Broadway. And then the last one I've got is Michael Ola.
I think it's Olajide.
Yeah.
I was hoping you wouldn't have looked him up because I was thrilled when I looked him up. But go on.
So he's the godfather of the boxing for fitness movement.
As he puts it in his website, The Silk Experience.
Yeah, which I also went to.
Michael is fitness's single most influential trainer, having ushered in the age of the boxer. Pretty high praise for himself.
Yeah, he used to be a prize fighter. A year after fighting Tommy the Hitman Hearn for the WBO super middleweight belt, he was deemed legally blind in his right eye.
Yeah.
This was a condition that was resulting from deteriorating vision after a freak sparring accident broke his orbital and messed his eye up about 5 years before that.
That's why if you watch the episode, he's a very strange looking man with a mohawk and a silver eye patch.
Yeah.
And so I, for one, was like, okay, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, this is a guy. This is clearly a guy. Yeah, you don't have him be the, like, announcer in the ring without him being somebody. And he is. He is somebody.
He definitely is. And he's worked with a bunch of people. He's worked with Chris Hemsworth and Adriana Lima. And
it's the Adriana Lima one that sort of like broke him through to being like a trainer for
celebs.
Stars that popularized boxing as fitness.
He was Jake Gyllenhaal's boxing coach for Southpaw. And
Yeah.
I wonder almost if he had done some consulting for this episode too.
I presume he did.
Because the boxing scenes were pretty convincing to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't look like Kat was a boxer, but the scenes were pretty convincing and they were thought out pretty well.
My only gripe with the boxing scenes was that I don't know that the SVU style works well with them.
Yeah.
The sort of verite handheld... handheld obviously works, but somehow the verite style didn't play as well as I was kind of hoping it would. So
I think you've been raging bull-pilled, Josh. You expect
no,
this kind
I was thinking much more of Creed.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I think Creed actually does the boxing really well.
I have not seen Creed.
There's one scene in Creed that's a oneer.
That's cool. It's probably really hard to film.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's really fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is cool.
Let's dive into the episode, right?
Yeah, so don't these people have fucking jobs to do? They spend 20 minutes of the episode creating a case that then becomes a case in large part due to their meddling.
Right.
But I guess we need to start with Barba and Liv having a little video conference
I have
chat.
like kind of a lot of notes about this, which
too.
is
Me
like
too.
more notes about this than anything else.
Me too.
You grew a beard?
I'm in Iowa, trying to blend in.
Oh, good luck. Why are you there?
Election fraud. We're living in a dystopian nightmare. Enough about me. How are you? I heard about Tucker.
You know, it's been rough. A lot of loss lately. Time is just flying by.
Every day. I'm back after the primary. Dinner? On me?
I'd like that.
Oh. Before I go. Happy birthday.
You're early.
Oh, I'd be the first. Regards to the squad. And Noah.
Barba sends his regards. How's he doing? He's in Iowa, tilting at windmills.
Okay, so I looked up Benson's birthday, and I get conflicting answers from the internet. If you just type in Olivia Benson's birthday, the first result that shows is December 13th, 1967. So I'm not sure where that's being drawn from, but that's what Google kicks out.
Interesting.
The fandom wiki has her date of birth as 2/7/1967.
That makes a lot more sense, given the timeline of this episode.
Yeah, it definitely is. And then the SVU Writers Room Twitter account tweeted out at the time of this episode that she was born in 2/7/1968, a year later than fandom has it.
Okay.
Now, fandom has Serena Benson's rape occurring in 1966, which, if accurate, makes that 1968 birthday impossible.
Well, yeah, definitely unlikely. That's for sure.
Impossible.
I'm just kidding. Maybe
she was not pregnant with Olivia Benson for
92 weeks,
13 months. 14. No, it'd have to be 14 months.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't know.
It's got to be that 2/7 number, which is
2/7 seems to be right.
the first date we see in this episode is Monday, January 27th. At least that's the first one I wrote down.
So it's, 10 days before her birthday.
Yeah.
Now, I was looking up her birthday because Barba is in Iowa investigating election fraud.
Yeah.
This is ahead of the primary.
Which is a little weird. Why would you?
Uh-huh.
For one thing, there's no primary in Iowa.
Exactly.
There will be next time.
I have
But
so many issues. It's a caucus.
yeah, it's a caucus. It shouldn't be a caucus anymore because the Iowa caucus is extremely dumb. But
All caucuses are extremely dumb.
I don't know. I really love. Did you do the Prima caucus in Texas?
Yeah, terrible.
It was awesome. I loved it.
Fuck it. I hate caucuses. And fucking Minnesota has a caucus too. Or maybe they switched to primary.
Minnesota has a caucus?
They did last time I voted, but they may have switched to primaries actually.
I feel like the caucus thing is only a performative bullshit for early states. Like, what's the point? I never even knew Texas had a caucus until 2008, and it was actually close. Like, nobody knew this.
Yeah. Now, I don't understand how election fraud is being investigated ahead of votes being cast on the 3rd of February.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little hard to judge. Maybe they have had allegations of people. Well, if it were a primary.
Also, why would he be back after the primary?
If it were a primary.
Which it's not.
There could be early voting, but in a caucus, there is no early voting.
Correct.
So
It's election fraud that he's investigating, so it's not like he's investigating, finance shit. Like that, it would make sense maybe if he were working for the FEC.
Campaign finance and yeah. Now, I think they missed a little fun play on language because they talk about the beard with regards to blending in Iowa, which I'll get to in 1 second. But Barba means beard. So, why not just make a little joke about his name, which means beard?
Right.
But he says he's trying to blend in Iowa by wearing a beard. I mean, I'm sure there are a number of beards in Iowa, but are there more beards per capita there than in other states?
Definitely not more than in Oregon.
That's what I would think. I mean, so my question is Iowa a state of nothing but tier 1 special operators and, craft beer guys? Because that's what I'm getting out of this episode.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Okay, and then are they presaging Mayo Pete's theft of the Iowa caucus win from Bernie?
Well, that's what's interesting about it.
All of that was before.
Yeah, they shot long before that.
Yeah.
But it is kind of interesting how there was kind of election fraud in Iowa in the 2020 caucus.
Yeah, because the website for reporting was in Mayo Pete's pocket, or the service.
It was the phone-in line. The phone-in line that took 6 weeks for it to actually tabulate all the votes. Yeah, that was fun. Fucking great guy.
The technocrats service that was in his pocket was, of course, not working. So that's delightful. That's what you want in a leader.
Yeah.
Especially a technocrat, you know?
Yeah, they also, well, I guess after they hang up, there's another weird thing because Liv says that he's tilting at windmills.
Yeah, and it's like, that's not really apt.
That's not what he's doing. That's what you guys are doing as soon as you start to this episode.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Unintentional harbinger of what's to come, I guess. Yeah. Obviously, that's a reference to Don Quixote if people don't know what that is, but I don't know. I feel like almost everyone should know that.
Yeah, I think
if they didn't, they do now.
You should read it. It's an important part of world literature.
Are you really trying to get people to read Cervantes? You sadist.
Not as an adult, but, I don't know. Pay attention in class, guys.
Yeah, but you don't need to read it.
No.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, Cliff Notes.
Yeah, Cliff knows that shit. Barba is right that we're living in a dystopian nightmare.
We are living in a dystopian nightmare. Also, it's weird for me to see Liv all heartbroken about breaking up with IAB Tucker because I've never...
No, that's not what's going on. They had broken up like back in season 19, I think, or 18.
Okay.
But Tucker just died in the last episode.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense because I was like, oh, they broke up. Who gives a shit? But
no.
he died.
Tucker died. He had terminal brain cancer. And so he'd married and then got the diagnosis. And so he had terminal brain cancer. He might have committed suicide. I can't remember.
Okay. Well, that makes Liv's emotional state a lot more understandable then.
Well, and Simon overdosed.
Oh.
He overdosed in episode 7 of this season. So we're at episode 13. So episode 7, Simon overdoses.
Her half-brother, for those of you not keeping track. Yeah.
Right. So her half-brother overdosed right before he was supposed to visit them, and he died. And so she left him this message like, you know what? I knew this was a bad idea. This all actually comes back in the new season,
right?
Season 22. Like it's just happened toward the end of season 22. So yeah, turns out Simon was killed.
Oh, that's some big spoilers right there.
Yep. And it leads to a crossover with Organized Crime.
Organized Crime, which I still have yet to watch. But
it's actually, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like fully serialized.
Yeah, that's what's weird about it, right? Is that it's not.
Yeah, but I watch way more serialized shows than procedurals. So this is kind of the only procedural I watch.
Well, because of my dumb life, serialized shows can be hard to watch sometimes. Speaking of serialized shows, I watched the other night, while I was editing the last episode that I dropped, I put on probably the literal worst episode of the X-Files, Heron Folk. Do you remember that one? It's like a midway through a multi-episode plot arc. I think it's the first episode of, I don't know, some season. But it's the one where like Mulder goes out and there's the bees and they all of a sudden the plot has like the toxic blood and there's the weird guy with the big head who's chasing them. Anyways, fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
Unwatchable dog shit.
Why can't I think of that guy's name? It's something. Is it Adam Thompson?
It might be. I wasn't paying much attention because I was like, I can't believe I put it on this one.
yeah, that's when you switch it up.
That's when it's like jumping over many sharks. It's like, oh, so the aliens now have toxic blood and they're bees. Anyways, let's get to the fight. The fight is great, right?
I hardly have any notes on it. Just my only note is really just not sure how well the Verite style works with a boxing match.
So what I first like is that a guy named Romeo is running a practically women's only gym.
I think it is only women, isn't it?
No, when we walk through it, I watched this twice. And the first time I was like, oh, this is a women's only gym. And then the second time, there were two pathetically overweight men who were just like, one of them was taping up the other one's hand, but neither one of them was in shape to like hit a speed bag or anything more taxing than that.
Yeah.
And they were the only two men besides Romeo in the whole gym.
Yeah, this is weird then.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I also kind of have a problem with Val, who is I guess she's the other trainer or the junior trainer, because, I mean, presumably as a trainer, you're also still kind of boxing, or at least used to box until recently. I've never done boxing myself, so I can only kind of presume this. But she has a nose ring in. And it seems to me like the first thing you would not want to have as a boxer is a nose ring.
Right.
Because as soon as you get popped in your nose once, it's just going to split open and rip that shit out.
Maybe the nose ring's new.
It's possible.
And now she's not in the ring at all.
What I will say is that Kat, Romeo, and Esperanza all had facial features that I could believably see as like, oh yeah, they've taken a punch or two.
Uh-huh. Right.
Val, I did not see that. She had very like fine nose and not the kind of like, oh yeah, she's had her nose broken.
Doesn't look like she's been a bruiser ever.
Yeah, exactly. But the fight was good. I love the announcer, Michael Olajide Jr. He calls Kat the phenomenon from Lebanon, the brute from Beirut.
Yeah.
And he calls Esperanza the Dykeman Street Devil, Esperanza No Hope Morales. So Esperanza means hope in Spanish. So it's a fun little
which was fun
play on words. Yeah. Now, I have a kind of personnel issue after the fight. So after the fight, right, Kat is walking in wearing glasses because she's had her face bruised, and they're talking about how much they drank last night. Now, Kat then says to Rollins, you make it home all right? You and Carisi were both hitting the sauce pretty hard. And I think she was kind of implying that Carisi and Rollins fucked.
They're not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Raleigh doesn't happen until 22, right?
No, it still hasn't happened.
What? I thought it was happening this year.
I thought it was too, but no, Finn's the only one who gets to have love in his life.
Damn.
Yeah, well, and maybe Liv. We'll see. I don't know.
See, yeah.
It seems like it's heading that way.
Ooh.
But who knows? I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Also, Carisi brings Liv some Staten Island food because he feels bad for all of her losses.
He brings Liv ribollita,
yeah,
which translates to reboiled in Italian.
Yeah.
It's an Italian soup, obviously. It's Tuscan. It's a potage or thick soup that should always have leftover bread, cannellini beans, lacanato kale, cabbage, and then a mix of inexpensive vegetables like carrots, celery, potatoes, etc. It was originally made by Reheating Minestrone.
Nice.
Yeah. I went there, I guess. So I loved the bit where Finn called her Rocky Tameen.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the back and forth between, Finn, Rollins, and Kat was fun before she went and checked in with Benson.
Yeah, I thought that was a lot of fun too. They were having a pretty good time sitting around the office chit-chatting. Well, a city of 8 million people out there is not having any sex crimes to investigate or things to follow up on or paperwork to file or courtrooms to prepare for. Yeah, nothing like that happens here.
It's sort of interesting. Season 21 is doing a different sort of character in the show. 2 different characters, really. They have Carisi trying to figure things out as an ADA.
Yeah.
They have Kat trying to figure things out as a detective. It's fundamentally kind of interesting to at least have someone new.
Well, and it allows Benson to have a new role too, because Benson is guiding Kat through her path to being a detective.
And Benson obviously needed some guidance.
Yeah, exactly.
Because obviously at the beginning of the show, Benson, she's not quite as green as Kat is, but she's still relatively green on the unit. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. We're almost getting to watch like a Boyhood level thing.
I know, it's weird because she's been
on the show.
I know.
But yeah, it's nice. It adds for different wrinkles and different beats for them to play.
It does, and it's critical because they really are kind of limited. I don't know if it's an imagination or just the grab bag of plots that they use, but this is a kind of plot that we've seen them do like 4 times.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a rape, and then some shit happens, and somebody dies, and now it's a murder.
Yeah, but the weird thing is, from what I understand, it sounds like Warren Light made a conscious decision when he took over for Neil Baer that they were going to stop investigating murders.
Interesting.
And have it be more like the actual...
like the real life.
That's special victims unit, yeah.
I think that it's more challenging to not do murders, right? Because you can come up with a million different scenarios where you find a dead body and then you work through it. It creates a more interesting kind of dynamic, possibly. Now, I don't know that this is a way that real police detectives would be working, where they're just like...
creating cases out of thin air. Yeah.
A door was locked. That must mean he was doing statutory rape. great
it wasn't
for 2
just a
years.
door locked, but okay. So they go check in with Cammy after Kat asks if Liv saw predators everywhere.
Mm-hmm. So like a Sixth Sense kind of thing, only it's the sex crime sense.
Yeah, Spidey sense. Spidey sense, but for sex crimes.
I see sex predators all the time, everywhere.
Yeah, instead of dead people like Haley Joel.
Oh, R.I.P. What happened to Haley Joel? I feel like
No, he's in Silicon Valley, man.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I want him to show up like fucking Bud Cort did in the film we just watched. It's like,
Okay, so they go check in with Cammy, and she says she has to go to book club.
I never went to a book club as a 16-year-old.
No, not at all. Also, it's possible this is all happening after school would have gotten out on a Tuesday, but doesn't it seem like this is during the day when she should still be in school but is not?
This is in January when the events of this is taking place. There's no way you're getting out of school, getting home in New York, and then doing something else, and it's still light outside. It was broad daylight. Right. It's dark as shit up there.
Yeah, because it's dark. It's dark by fucking
4:30, 5 o'clock.
Certainly.
Yeah.
So Cammy, when she's leaving, runs into her grandmother, her abuela. Mrs. Vega asks "Qué pasa aquí?" which means what's going on here. And then Cammy says "La policía tiene preguntas estúpidas sobre Romeo."
Yeah.
And then I think it's "Pero tengo que hacer mi tarea." So she's saying police have stupid questions about Romeo, but I have to do my homework.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if I got part of the last part of the,
No, you got it pretty right. Right.
Yeah. It's the only, I wasn't sure about Tango K Hacer. Hacer makes sense for Mitrea, but Tango K, it's something close to that at least.
Yeah, I did not try to translate that one, but that's what she was saying it, yeah.
But yeah, she's speaking really quickly for the last bit of the sentence, and I listened to it like 5 times. Then I was like, well, that's all I need to listen to that for.
So, this episode would be much better if Hadid wasn't in it. I don't think this is
and now you definitely see why I hate her, right?
Yeah, because it's like, oh, Hadid's here. Great.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, fuck.
Yeah, just to throw a wrench in the gears. Like, that's all. That's her only role. She doesn't do it in a fun way. It's just, oh, great.
Yeah, it's just so frustrating. I get why you would have this character. I get the purpose that they would serve, and like it would add a different dynamic to the show.
I guess.
Totally understand that, but it's just not fun or interesting. And I mean, she hasn't showed up in season 22, so I think she's just poochied off the show.
I think there was a better dynamic between like Fred Thompson and Novak, right? Fred Thompson was kind of there to be
I don't want to think about him
shitty DA
at all.
I know, but still, like when you saw Fred Thompson, you know that there was going to be some sort of political angle that was going to try to get him to quash the case.
But he's the DA. She's just a bureau chief.
I know.
Hadid is the equivalent of like Harry Connick Jr.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Hayden.
Yeah. I get having that kind of like lower ADA, upper ADA kind of dynamic going on.
I don't think it works.
It doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. It sucks. And it always feels like, oh, great, boring when she shows up.
So I really like it when Cammy comes in, and it's the sort of convenient, Deus Ex Machina thing happens, and Cammy comes in with her mom or with her grandmother. But she says, it's actually none of your business, but Romeo and I are in love. And then sleeping together for 2 years, like that fucker.
14 years old.
14? That's fucked.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But still, that is the first point that there is something approaching a crime that SVU could investigate. And that is a solid 15 minutes into the episode.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's a long time before we get there. And now the pace picks up quite a bit.
Well, we have to wallow in the fact that Kat lost, but should she have?
I mean, she lost because Romeo gave her bad advice.
Not just bad advice. He basically told her to go overhand right. He served her up to get knocked out.
Absolutely. But I got to say that Kat's overhand right looked a lot worse than Esmeralda's left cross.
This was not a Chuck Liddell overhand right. Yeah, this was bad.
It was slow. It was sweeping. Yeah, she was not in a good position. She got her ass kicked.
Yeah.
Okay, backing up slightly. So Romeo said that you could make golden gloves if you win this fight. And so I did a little dive on that to see what actually the requirements were for Golden Gloves. Now, any amateur boxer can participate in Golden Glove tournaments. And basically, you have two levels. You're either a novice or an open being the higher class. And the only requirements to reach open are either that you've been in a big tournament and placed pretty highly in it. I think you have to come into third place. You might have to do that you have to participate in 5, but then come in a pretty high place in 1, or just participate in 10 bouts as a novice with another novice. It's not like a ranking system to get in. Once you're in, then there's more stuff going on. But yeah, it's not that hard to get in. And that fight, we got to go back to the fight because I totally forgot. This fight had so much atmosphere for a novice level bout between two people in the same gym. There were like skeezy guys with pimp hats betting on the fight. There was rap music. There's an announcer with a mohawk and an eye patch that's made out of silver. There's a lot of shit going on.
See, this actually, so I assume that this is down the card. This is not the...
You don't think this is a top card? I don't know. That guy with the feather in his cap sure was putting a bet on this one.
Yeah, this isn't the main event, I don't think. I think you're just dealing with, degenerate gamblers who are going to gamble on anything.
Yeah. Well, those guys look pretty awesome. I wanted to know what their story was.
It's great. Like, really good job on the extras casting on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Wardrobe. Wardrobe did a fantastic job because everybody really looked like the event of the season was sitting on a folding chair in a sweaty boxing gym.
Well, it was a different site, right? It wasn't the same gym, I don't think.
I don't think so. I think it was the same gym. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was the same gym, just with lighting changes.
Okay, just dressed a little differently.
But there was no kind of bowl or anything like that. It was basically the same. I think it was the same ring.
Okay.
Do judges wear robes when they go to the hospital to do an arraignment hearing? That seemed weird to me. Did you notice this?
They probably have to. I bet they do.
I figured they only wear the robes when they're in their chambers. I don't think they wear the robes when they're in their office. Like, there's nothing that says that, like...
Well, yeah, but this isn't just chambers. He is doing his job as a judge. I would guess he's supposed to.
Well, okay, it's an interesting question that I wish we had the answer to, because I feel like they only need to wear the robes when they're in chambers. I don't think they need to wear the robes, even in an official capacity, because everybody knows they're the judge. There's nothing about, like, wearing a suit and a tie that's unprofessional.
Yeah.
It just seems a little ridiculous to take your robes out of your chambers, get on the train, go all the way uptown to LaGuardia Hospital, as it was called, and which was pretty far up there, and then do that arraignment for 5 minutes. But I could be wrong.
That guy, by the way, has been arraignment judge dating back to the beginning of the series, I believe.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff. Michael Mastro.
He was a recurring, so I didn't do like a really deep dive. But yeah, he's been in, 38 episodes or something?
21 episodes going back to 1999. Though he's been in a lot in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, because they have Carisi doing arraignments.
He's also in 3 episodes of the original series and 2 episodes of Criminal Intent. But none of them as the arraignment judge, So
when Esperanza knocks down Romeo and his head hits the step, that isn't going to end well.
Yeah.
Then Romeo calls Esperanza maldita perra, which means damn bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
And I really dug the my ambulance stop talking.
Maldita perra sucker punched me, man. No way some chick knocks me out.
Why were you two going at it?
It don't matter. Load a bull anyway.
She say anything about Cammy?
Ain't nothing to say.
Cammy said you two were in love.
It's a Mickey Mouse crush, man. My girl's mistake mentorship for relationships.
It's not a mistake when you sleep with them and sex them.
Yo, she's lying. And your girl Kat, she set me up.
And why would she do that?
My ambulance. Stop talking.
Yeah.
Like, it's a small part, but Alexis Cash kind of killed it.
She kind of killed it. She really was like selling her job as the
ambulance police,
as the EMT, and then like putting Finn into his place.
Yeah.
And Finn was like, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you did it. He smiled. He liked it.
Well, I think she just wanted to stop hearing this creep, really. But, yeah. So, I've seen every episode of Cat.
Okay.
This is by far the worst policing she's done.
Yeah, it's really bad. I would say it is not that bad for her to suggest that her acquaintance, who is also not their primary suspect, at least in their first crime, have legal representation. I don't think that's that bad. Because it seems to me like Liv is like, what the fuck are you doing telling her to get a lawyer?
I mean, yes.
But from a perspective of protecting our rights as citizens in a free country,
I know.
She also is not great at following the law because then she goes to Rikers without attorneys present.
I mean, that's the worst policing that she does. It's like, whoa. You were just fucking told. Do not go there under any circumstances. And then you fucking went there.
Yeah,
but I went as a friend.
One of these times they're talking to Esmeralda. I think she's talking to Rollins at this point. She's saying, I'm only here because I assaulted that mañoso.
Yep.
Which means clever or tricky, but it also has kind of slang context in this case, which means it's like handsy or skeezy.
Right.
So really, I mean, Romeo, he's kind of the poster child for what mañoso is, because he definitely plays handsy, skeezy scumbag.
Romeo coding the instant after they left his hospital room seemed inevitable.
Yeah, it was...
The second time I watched, he had lost consciousness also, so like he was not conscious at the end of when he was getting arraigned.
It was not as ridiculous and out of the blue as Diora Baird dropping dead from MRSA in the middle of a court proceeding, but pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah, my next note is fuck Hadid. This is just another reason to fucking loathe her.
Yeah, fuck Hadid. I said the same thing. Goddamn Hadid.
Yeah.
And I like the variation of the battered wife defense that Carisi is already figuring out how to counter. I like Carisi the lawyer.
Yeah.
He's the same character, but he has that kind of, that mind that, or at least the way they portray him, and I think it works really well.
Well, I mean, the whole time he's going to, law school at night at, what's...
Not Hudson.
No. Oh, Fordham. He's going to Fordham.
Oh, really?
Night school.
So a real school. Weird.
Yeah, they have him go to a real law school.
Weird.
Not College of the Ozarks.
It is kind of weird that there's just not that many people in the unit anymore. There's one normal detective. Rollins is the only normal detective in the unit at this point.
Yeah, Kat's still an officer at this point.
Kat's an officer.
She did just get bumped to detective in season 22.
Yeah, right after the episode we watched recently.
Right.
But, I mean, Finn's a sergeant, Liv's the captain, and Rollins is the only detective.
Yeah, it's super fucking weird. I really think they're going to get this transit cop who's worked on a couple of cases with them. I have a feeling he'll get added.
Okay.
I really dig the guy. He's like Middle Eastern, I think.
Okay.
But I feel like they're sort of slow rolling this person's eventual introduction to the unit.
I feel like there's room for one more because Finn...
Oh, there's absolutely.
Yeah, Finn doesn't have much screen time for... decades at this point.
Yeah.
Finn doesn't have that much screen time. And Liv is she's in a different set of scenes.
Mm-hmm. She's in a different function. She should not be on the street. She's a fucking captain.
Yeah, exactly. And she could still have the most screen time of anybody, but just have somebody else go out on the street once in a while.
And we all know how much money is appropriated to New York Police Department.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. There's like 35,000.
Yeah, it's like small country's entire military.
Yeah, they have like 35,000 police. There's a large number of Manhattan special victims cops out there.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of crime. I mean, it's not that it's crime.
Yeah, it's not budget cuts. Budget cuts is not why they don't have enough actors on the show.
Yeah.
Or have enough officers on the unit, rather.
So when Kat goes to Rikers and is flagrantly violating rights, laws, a lot of people could get in trouble for that. This is when she's really pitching the tell me what the hell your dad did angle.
Yeah.
Esmeralda calls her dad a malparido. Esperanza, sorry. Calls her dad a malparido, which is really...
Like bastard.
It means...
Son of a bitch, yeah.
Basically means bastard, yeah. But what's interesting is a much harsher word in Spanish than you could say in English on SVU. It's like a real swear word.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely not something that you would say on a normal TV show.
Right.
Which I thought was interesting.
I liked the line, men make the mess, women get stuck cleaning it up.
Yeah, that's fair. When they really get into it, with finding out what was said between Romeo and Esmeralda. It's pretty gross.
Still Esperanza.
Sorry.
You're going to do that some.
Esperanza. It's really gross. You're just jealous because I never wanted your Poppy's sloppy seconds. It's really
super fucked up.
Much grosser than anything we've seen so far in this episode.
Yeah. That's if you didn't want to get decked, that wasn't the way to do it.
Yeah, that's not... If you say that shit to somebody, they're going to punch you in the face. And she clearly had some good punches. We've seen them on 2 or 3 scenes where she was throwing punches, and they looked like it would hurt.
Yeah. Okay, so Carisi, when he flips his lid, totally right to be pissed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I didn't approach her as a cop. I went to visit her as a friend.
At Rikers, after she invoked. No, Kat, her lawyer needs to be there.
She understands that, counselor.
Does she? Because if Esperanza would have said something probative, then you would have tanked this whole case.
Well, good news is she didn't say anything too probative.
Oh, so it's just a little probative.
Carisi. Kat, go on.
It's what she didn't say about her father. She insists Romeo did not touch her, but when I mentioned Santos, she bolted from the room.
So you're inferring that Esperanza's father abused her. So why would she go off and punch Romeo?
Romeo called her damaged goods. If he was taunting her about her father's abuse, then that's mitigating, isn't it?
Kat, she hasn't accused her father, and we would need corroboration.
And aside from that, you should be talking to her defense attorney and not me. Whatever you do, Kat, do not go back to Rikers without a lawyer.
He gets stuck, doesn't he?
Oh, that's all men, actually, but Kat, he's right. If she doesn't disclose...
How about I take a run at Santos?
Are you kidding me?
Kat not getting that Carisi is right to be pissed at her? That doesn't track to me. Like, how does it not make sense? What do you not understand about what you just did?
Yeah. Esperanza's lawyer is getting the shit thrown out immediately. Like, that is a big problem.
Oh, yeah.
Big fucking problem.
Yeah. It seems pretty obvious that Pops wasn't a good father.
No. Bad, yeah.
And sure enough, motherfucker used to whisper, "No one ever has to know," in her ear before raping her.
Yeah, really gross. Really gross.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
And then at the end when he's like, "It's your fault because I had needs." Really gross.
Oh, yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, his whole deranged rationalization of...
It's really fucked.
Oh, God, it's so fucked. Like, that's gonna get cut in.
You're only here because you're scared people are gonna find out that you're the worst kind of papi. Screwing and doors.
Esperanza.
How could you do that to me? I was a little kid.
I couldn't help it. After your mommy left, you were all I had. It's not my fault.
Because it was mine, right? You said because I was beautiful, I was teasing you?
I raised you alone. I had needs.
You raped me.
You hear yourself? What made her want you after you say that on the stand?
How could you say that?
If I hadn't done what I did, you would have been a victim your whole life.
You took everything from me. My childhood, my little sister, my career. I was almost out. And once I made Golden Gloves, I was gonna leave you and all your baggage behind. I was a fighter. And I was damn good. I had a chance, but now I'm second to... No!
You can't change your past, SB.
I can't because of you! You took everything from me!
You gotta have a little bit of Esperanza freaking out. One of her couple freakouts, because her freakouts were convincing.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it a lot. She really went from like collected to exploding. And yeah, I predict good things from her. She's a really good actress.
Oh, yeah. It seems inevitable that she'll be something.
Yeah.
Romeo didn't perp on her because another perp got there first? That's a special kind of fucked. Wow. What a fucking sleazebag. Even dead in the ground. Like, they find new ways to make him even bigger piece of shit.
Odious. Yeah, I mean, what a piece of shit. It's amazing to me. God, it's amazing to me that a piece of shit like that is running a practically women's only gym. But yeah, it's really fucking odious.
Okay, so to the dad, what dumb fuck doesn't know that conversations in jail can be recorded?
Well, I mean, he's kind of a dumb fuck. Before we get to the jail, so I had 2 location notes to talk about real quick. So first off, almost everything happens like way up in Washington Heights.
Yeah.
That's where the gym is. That's where the apartment is. Washington Heights is a traditionally kind of poor Dominican neighborhood. Now, I kind of expected it multiple times during this ep for everybody to kind of step out onto the street and burst into a rap and dance impromptu kind of like show tune number. Yeah, so because I think that's what we got to live through. But the other location was kind of interesting. So it's where they pick up the dad when he's like outside on the street working.
Yeah, he's driving the old person service.
Yeah, like the handicap van or something. Anyways, so they pick him up at 8 Oliver Street. It's at the Mariners Temple Baptist Church. It's one of the few times we've seen a card be the actual address and the actual thing that's listed as that. Now, it's a real church. It's in Chinatown, or like way downtown, close to the East River. It's the site of the oldest continually operating Baptist church in New York City. It's been around since 1795. The current building was built in 1845, but it's an interesting place.
Nice.
Don't know why they use that. Probably because it's walking distance from their studio. They seem to shoot in the financial district whenever they have a remote reason to.
I only have 2 notes left.
I'm basically done too. I mean, the ruse to get Graciela to kind of get Santos to give up to like then go talk to Esperanza was pretty smart.
But is it necessary?
Well,
oh wait, no. Sorry, I was thinking about the bodega.
You're thinking at the bodega at the very end. Yeah, I don't know if that's necessary either. That was kind of weird. But just the ruse to get him to go to jail to talk was like clever.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, she really did go berserk in that scene.
Totally. Completely berserk.
Like, great work.
Like, having to get carried off.
Jumping up on the fucking, jumping up on the fucking, like, on the little, like, you know, desk surface and fucking, like, man, I thought she was going to fucking break through the glass. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was excellent.
Yeah. My last note is, this guy is the worst fucking dad ever.
He's really bad dad. Really fucking
Happy Father's Day.
Great timing.
Yeah, I can't believe it. And like every once in a while, it's just one of those. It's like when Russian Brides came up right after we finished the Craig and Ep.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I don't have any more notes. My notes are done. My last note is the freak out is real good.
Yeah, it really is. Like, I mean, she really fucking goes for it. Yeah. It's like good work, man.
She has like her knuckles are scarred at the end, and I wonder if that's like not makeup. That's actually her just punching the shit out of the set.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. So, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. So, of course, we rank these episodes every week, and we do it on a 4 criteria 10-point scale. So we try to come up with a composite score, which allows us to put it in the canon of other SVUs that we've watched. So we do a ranking on quality. That's kind of overall, how good was it? On the guests that were in the episode, on how problematic it was, and the depth and breadth of lives ruined. So, let's just take it from the top. Was this episode good? I think it was all right.
It was professional.
Yeah, it was definitely professional. And you're right about the season 21-22. It's a different show now. It's a different show than it used to be. Mm-hmm. And that's good. It's not always believable exactly. Right. Like this is what the police would be doing with their time.
Yeah.
But it is good.
And I think they're doing more things to try to get, like, this is obviously a catasode.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing things to try to make cases more thematically meaningful to a character, which, you know, makes sense. You know, it's better to have like a little more emotional weight to an episode.
Sure.
And so I think it works mostly.
Yeah.
It's not great.
No.
And I don't want to like start grading late seasons on a scale.
Yeah.
Or putting my thumb on the scale, like, for season 21, this is good.
I think it's like a 5, personally, is what I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
The first time I watched it, I fell asleep. And I woke up while she was freaking out in the interview room. And I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but this is awesome. And I kind of feel like that's like a way to describe the episode. Because it's like good at times, and it's professional, but it's not.
It's not memorable.
Yes, exactly. Or it's memorable, but not for the plot. The plot is not memorable. It feels like a plot that we've seen a bunch of times. Or if you remember, it's like, but what was Kat doing? Like, what was this? And so the guests, I think, though, are one of the best things about this.
Daniel Zacapa's good. Obviously, Manny Perez is great.
Manny Perez is great. I thought that Clayton Cardenas was very good in his role. I thought they were good.
Yeah.
So
the EMT's great.
Yeah, EMT is fantastic. Yeah. The various attorneys were all quite good. Michael Olajide was awesome in his brief performance.
Yeah, his announcership was great.
Yeah. I am inclined to give it like a 7 or an 8.
I'm fine with either of those.
So let's think about it.
My inclination was 7.
I think 7 makes sense because, like, okay, so the Mae Whitman, Patricia Charbonneau one also had good guest performances. The difference is that they're kind of bigger names, right?
Right, yeah.
This was really good performance from nobody that we've ever seen before. I've never seen her act before, but I want to. If I see her on a cast list, I'll be like, okay, she's good.
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay, let's call it a 7. All right, so was this problematic? Now, it was, because Romeo was such a skis ball, and then
it got even worse with
really
Santos.
Problematic when Santos becomes a character.
Yeah, and I feel like it was sort of telegraphed that Santos was going to be a skis.
Just shit. From the first time we see him, like, oh, that's my daughter. It's like, oh, who cares, bud?
Yeah. It was problematic. Not like all-timer shit, but, it's probably like a 5, right?
So the last one we watched, which for you guys will be 1 week ago, but for us was like, I don't know. I don't even remember.
3 weeks ago.
Barely even remember this episode. Yeah. But Bailey Chase, Rick Hoffman.
I had to think about Closet for a long time to figure out what fucking episode that was.
So we called that one a 5, and I know that one had...
We only called that a 5?
I don't know why we only called that a 5. I'll be editing it soon, so I'll come back and tell you guys, but let's think of other 5s. So the Marley Matlin, Isaiah Whitlock Jr., the Marley Matlin episode was a 5 parts. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like all of these are kind of like in the middle.
I think it's roughly equivalent to that.
All right. So Max woke up, but thankfully he slept for a very long time. So this won't be a ridiculous Max-isode.
Yeah.
So what, 5 for problematic? I think it's a 5, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that works.
I mean, unless we give it an extra point for how shitty Kat's police work was. But she's just an officer. She's not a real detective.
Right.
She shouldn't be allowed to make these decisions anyways.
Probably not.
And to be fair, Liv and the gang were like, yeah, if you think that he's a perp, he's probably a perp. So you should start doing this off-the-books investigation of somebody who hasn't actually...
reported a crime, yeah.
Yes. So last one, the depth and breadth of lives ruined. So both of the Morales sisters' lives have been pretty thoroughly fucked by their dad.
Yeah, and Cammy doesn't know it yet, but they're 2 different criminals who have gone up the river. Or, one went up the river, one went to hell.
But also you've got the whole Washington Heights women's boxing world is all upside down.
Yeah, that community is just torn apart now.
Basically. So it's got to be at least average, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not crazy, but yeah, I think it's probably a 5 again.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this is basically like average across the board, but with its standouts with the guest, which gives us a 5.5. I think that's about right.
Yeah.
I watched it and I went, oh, it's all right. But I don't think I'm going to remember it very long.
No.
So, since I have a child he's in a good mood, so it's not that big of a deal. He's smiling at Josh right now.
Uh-huh.
But can we roll the next episode and get on with it?
Yeah, let's roll this one. So, going over to episode.lol, which is fueled by friend of the pod, Flat. And the tape is spinning. Bill and Ted are not liking this one bit. And we're getting Clock from season 8. It is episode 2.
Uh-oh. You know what that means, right?
Yep, it means we've got ourselves Connie Nielsen.
Connie Nielsen's accent. I can't wait. Who else is in this?
Larry Pine and Robert Vaughn are both in it.
Okay.
Those are the two names that stick out to me.
Yeah, I don't recognize any of these other people. So it looks like it's going to be a Stabler-heavy episode because we've got Kathleen and Kathy in it.
The episode... The overview is Stabler and Tutuola pair up to investigate when two teens go missing while their school is on a field trip to a local museum. Their investigation soon turns up evidence that the disappearance was staged to help Janie, who suffers from Turner syndrome, be with her older boyfriend. Stabler experiences a rift with his daughter Kathleen, who is upset over the way he has handled her relationship with a young man named Kevin.
I think I already know what I want to call this episode, but I'll tell you next time. I have a devious joke lined up, a problematic joke lined up.
Nice, nice. Yeah, let's not burn it.
Yeah.
But remember it.
Yeah, I'll try.
Write it down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, obviously everyone should rate and review the podcast. Follow us on the socials. We're at Munch My Benson on pretty much everything. Well, we don't have a TikTok. We're not on Snapchat.
Does Snapchat still exist? Do people still Snapchat?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Yeah. I never have. But yeah, so follow us on the socials. Please, please, please give us a 5-star review wherever you review things. Yeah. Podchaser or...
or if you give us a 4-star, you have to really put some information in your review. And then we'll do better.
But, I mean, if there's no feedback, we don't know what we're doing wrong.
Exactly.
Till next time.
Yeah, munch my Benson, guys.
Munch the fuck out of our Bensons. Happy Father's Day!